Hello everybody, welcome back to the interior of my 98 Honda Prelude. As you can see, I went ahead and did the rubberized undercoating on the interior of my trunk, and I did this for sound deadening and rust prevention. Currently, I live in Portland, Oregon, and there's a lot of moisture, and there are seals in this car that leak a little. I will be relocating to sunny Southern California, and that will no longer be a problem. In preparation for my move, I went ahead and used a wire brush, and I cleaned off as much of the rust as I could get with a wire brush and sandpaper. After I did that, I went ahead and used an encapsulating primer type spray that will prevent moisture from getting back to where the rust is. And then I rubberized the primer spray by coating the entire trunk. I chose not to do just the trunk, but the interior of the car as well, because it is a little bit noisier than I would like it to be, though it's not bad. So as you can see, I clearly taped off certain areas. And I did this because I'm obsessed with not having to clean off overspray, because really, who wants to clean off the overspray, right? And I also did this because I wasn't sure how thick the rubberized spray was going to be, and I didn't want to have to clean it out of anything. This is what I used. So this is the plastic that I used. See if I can get to focus a little better. And these are the two other products I used. I found this guy at Walmart for about $8 a can, which is way cheaper than anywhere else. And I got this one at Ace Hardware. And it says that you don't need to clean off the rust. It says you can just spray right over the top, but I don't necessarily trust that, so I removed any loose rust as well as much as I could possibly get off. I wanted to show the nitrile gloves because I'm not a hippie, but I'm not a fan of doing anything that can possibly expose me to more chemicals that would cause cancer, so I highly recommend that you always wear a face mask and rubber gloves, although, to be honest, I don't always wear those. So, the technique that I used when I was doing the spray was just short, quick bursts. I noticed that if I was spraying the rubberized undercoating for any more than a few seconds, like a second or two, that it would start to clog. So if you're using it, I suggest quick on and off strokes with the sprays. Don't hold it in one spot, obviously, or it's going to drip. And tape off anything that you don't want to clean off afterwards. As you can see, I taped off the wires. Like I said, I wasn't sure how thick it was going to be, and I didn't want to have to deal with that later. So my next step is going to be to pad interior panels. There's not a whole lot of road noise from the car necessarily. There's more road noise from the helicopter above my head. But any newer cars or any higher quality cars are going to have several of these pads in here. And these pads are actually going to prevent a lot of the road noise that you hear. There's not a lot of metal rattling. You'd have to have your bass up really, really loud to have your metal in your car rattle. Usually when you hear rattles when you're driving, you're hearing it from your panels actually hitting the metal of your car. So instead of dynamating my car, which to be honest, I'm just not willing to pay for, I'm going to pad a lot of my interior panels a little bit more than what they are stock to help with that noise. And helping the rattling of the panels is also going to help with road noise that I hear in the car. I'm actually heading to Home Depot to get what I need for that, and when I'm done with installing the new panels, I will show you what I've done. Have fun!